Hey, Andres. Big squirrel? No, it's just zoomed in. It's a pretty normal squirrel. It's just a bit bigger than the dove. Oh, what do you know? There's the dove to compare. I don't know. Never seen a real squire. Well, now you have those birds over there. The right in the corner, right. Shit, right there. It's really early in the morning. These are really tiny. Those are like little popcorn birds for cats and dogs and things. All right. Okay. This morning we're going to be playing What Happened to Edith Finch. All right, let's go. There's there's so many games that Epic Games has handed out, and I feel like I have to at least try them. Loud music. You're more cooler than your profile on Instagram. I don't think coolness is all about looks. Free game on Epic. Yeah, I'm excited for the next one, Ashes of Creation, I think. That's a really good one for free. Alright, let's, Oh. I think we're already in the game. Yeah, I don't use Instagram either.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
It's a girl voice, too.
With the house.
You never know anything these days, actually. Shouldn't assume. Alright, hold on. Sensitivity is, Oh god, why is... It's not letting me change the window size. Oh, there we go. But only in windowed. Should I unfollow your Insta? I mean, anything I post on Instagram, I'll post on Twitter. And I don't even post videos on Instagram, because Instagram's fucking horrible for videos. Like, any videos I just are posted just on Twitter. It's like, you can't post certain things on Instagram, so just anything I post will be on Twitter, but some stuff won't be on Instagram, if that makes sense. That's weird. Maybe it's because I'm using a controller. You know what? Oh. There we go. Maybe. I'm not guessing. I'm just straight up looking at your profile. I have no idea. I have no information to go off of. Oh my god, I think I just realized. It's man, it's too early for me to be dealing with the tech support right now. Ooh, this is weird. Alright, whatever. That's it. I wonder if it actually has a fixed, like, it wants it to be whatever 1280 by 720 is. Like, it doesn't support different widescreen aspects. That would be weird, but... Damn, dude. It's not made to use controller, I think.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Whatever. Let's just go into the game now. At least it looks pretty. Why are you looking at my profile? To see if you're a boy or girl. Can I crouch? Aurea Island.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Can I take them out? I wish it gave me controls. That would be cool. I don't know what the controls are. And I can't do anything now. Okay, whatever.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I have a feeling this game's gonna be emotional.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Can we actually take two different paths now? There needs to be a way to run. Imagine so many sentences I don't understand.
Truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family.
What's your main language?
The answers to.
I don't even know what my Insta picture is.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Indonesian, ooh.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's really dark. Maybe I'll turn the brightness up. Oh, weird. It's kind of like low contrast. Like the blacks are kind of like washed out in the image.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I hope this is at least a scary game if it's an emotional game. Yeah, it's still dark, yep.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Every streamer has a different main game that they play. Yeah, I don't know, I like variety. I don't honestly think I could stick with a main game to play. Is it a window or... Oh look, I can see myself. Am I pregnant? I don't wanna... It's rude to ask. Oh, going in through the dog door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Not pregnant, you have a long neck.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
I wonder if this is
For the
literally
first time
just...
in years, I felt like I was home.
Okay, if nothing jumps out and scares me in
But
this,
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
I'm gonna be disappointed. You vaping? Yes, I'm vaping.
Like how after
apple
Louis
pie.
started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Don't see how this is gonna be horror stuff. Yeah.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
I think we're mostly just gonna like have some dramatic stuff where we find out what happens with the family and like the
After Milton
memories.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Kelvin, 1950 to 1961. Oof. Gregory, 76
As a kid,
to
I just assumed
77.
every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Long wire on Calvin's room. That's a good question. I don't know, maybe to keep the door closed. We're gonna find someone living here, I bet, or some shit. Molly, 37 to 47.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
It's so weird how they just lock up the rooms when the people die.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
We're gonna find a secret passage.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Ooh. So maybe that's us?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this,
okay.
Maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
I just realized, Actually, I think it's good.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, it's orcas, not Oreas.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
I hear creaking. I wonder if someone's outside there.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's so cute. Yeah, I'm totally hearing stuff in the other rooms.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh man, this game is really well done so far.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh god, we're eating toothpaste. Oh my god.
My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh my god.
Mom, can I come out now?
Dude, there's totally some stuff going on.
It's late. Go to sleep.
There's totally something evil going on or something.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, I almost got it.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Meow. I'm a cat.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Dude, we're so hungry. We're imagining killing and eating everything that exists. That's how hungry we are right now.
Imagined his face looking up and seeing mine.
Jesus Christ.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Find something bigger than a bunny?
A mama rabbit.
Oh. The original turducken. Well, not turducken. It's like eating an animal that has more animals inside of it. Jesus.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What?
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Dude, this girl is tripping.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What? I'm like a squid. Oh god, we're gonna kill humans.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
weird movement. Like, very weird. It's like super slow to move. Where are the people? I'm confused. I think I've gone everywhere. I wonder if I can go through these bars. No. It's very dark though.
But also, I didn't.
I've played stealth games before. You take out the aware alert guy over here before you take out the drunk guy.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is really weird. I feel like this is all imaginary and it can't be real, but we'll see with this game. Gotta go. Well, I'll see you, man. I hope you have a good one.
I got closer and closer.
Oh, it's us, I think. Or this is our room. Yeah, this is our room.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What? Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Is there any sign that something slithered across the ground here?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
It's got that tentacle monster on the bed. Which could be it. I feel like we can find something here. Is that just a cat? I think that was just a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Ooh, a treehouse.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh my god, she has pictures of all her birds.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Mole man beneath Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Oh my god.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Why does she wear gloves all the time? I feel like there's some big mysteries with this family. Maybe they're scary, maybe they're not.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
That's it? Oh, okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
This is cool, so we kind of just go along filling in the family tree, hearing the stories. So, a thing I kind of want to bring up, though, is in the last game, Kingdom Come, I complained about how it's not really a game, it's more like a movie where we're just walking from one cinematic to the other. This kind of seems like the same thing, but the thing I like about this more than Kingdom Come it's very quick and like fast paced. The
Even in her
gameplay isn't
90s.
too slow.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Is that it for here? There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Calvin Finch, born April 1950 to 1961.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Can we turn the red light on? No. You hear that? That's someone else walking. There's someone else here, I think. Yeah, so that... it's roped off to preserve the one side.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, I got a broken left foot now.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
We're gonna do the loop-de-loop.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh boy.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Whee! Oh my god.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
This is
After the
a
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
This is interesting. It's
Mom
less
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
it's less like a game and more just like a story that you get to walk through at your own pace. I'm still curious why I wear gloves all the time.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
And bellies. Yeah, we're probably pregnant. There's just wine chilling here.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
My friend Bigfoot, Barbara Finch. Oh! Sweet Ballet, Swan Lake. Oh, interesting. We can choose to go back out there.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
(1944 to 1960). Damn, dude, she died when she was 16. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. I'll be back in like a minute or so. Still decided right now, by the way, why use LGBT for a forest stream. Are the animal showing something stuff LGBT? The LGBT tag is just about like showing support.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Isn't this copyrighted music? Isn't this like the scare music or something?
Scratch and imagine the worst.
Dude, we got combat in the game. No one's gonna mess with us. What's up with those tags? It's about showing support. What in the fuck?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
It's not creepy at all.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, I wonder if this Hookman dude is still here in the house. Because I was saying I thought there was someone still in the house.
Just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. Moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Yeah.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Huh. It's all very ambiguous, a bunch of this stuff. I guess we're done here now. Are those cans of beer? I think those are cans of beer.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I swear there's something else I can do in here. Now let's just go.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Check Walter under bed. Walter's room is empty now. Hold on one sec.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Maybe I should go check out that music box down by the basement. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. If I keep winding the music box, maybe a key will pop out like it did in the comic book. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
You can ask anything as long as it obeys to Twitch's terms of service and rules of regulations, as well as the laws of whatever country you're under jurisdiction of. Thank you, please have a good day.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and
It
ask.
turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
No, I'm not gay. I am straight. Walter, 1952 to 2005. Wait. So was Walter living inside the house here the whole time, just in like a corner of the house? Oh, he traveled around the world. Brazil, Russia, Thailand, India, to France, China, Spain, and Italy.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Oh,
I was
God.
expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Oh, am I on a train?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Are these just pickled eggs? Are we just like taking
And then
down
one day,
pickled eggs?
everything just
Oh,
stopped.
peaches.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Peaches.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Where are we? I don't think we're... Yeah, we're not in the basement right now. Where are we? Okay, maybe we are.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly. And Calvin.
Damn, dude. So maybe there is something that's gonna kill us. He said down here a whole life.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Live 30 years down here? Yeah.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Smack. That's it's kind of
Walter
weird.
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Well,
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
that's weird. A picture outside of a window. Oh my god.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Is that just like a trash pit under their house? Man. Pork chunkies. Pea soup. Sweetie crisps.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Dude, I wish it actually showed us something more than, like, an ambiguous way of how they died. I wish it actually showed us if, like, he actually did get hit by a train.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Yeah, like, a lot of them almost seem like suicide. Or even, like, accidental suicide, which is
better if all this just
why it seems so ambiguous. That's the real question. Is it still suicide if it's an accident?
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah, it can't just be all belief. The writing in this is really good. I'm starting to get more and more convinced on this whole style of game where it's kind of like a movie or like just a story or cinematic that you just walk through. It's not much actual gameplay.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, true.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy. Trying to jump to make a different path? You never know what the game will let you do. It's an interesting name, Shotzi.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Died 2010. Man, Edie really lived so much longer than all the other ones. Edie.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Like, I almost feel like the true curse is Edie living the longest and just watching basically everyone die.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
I wonder if we eventually get to go over there. The tide went up?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam, Gregory, and Gus Finch. 33, 1. Like 13? Huh.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar. Guy has a
There's
different
so many
name.
things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Hold on. The subtitles are on the right of the screen. I should have done this a little while ago, but if the subtitles are on the right, then I'll go on the left. Generation buried on the same mountain. Yeah, like, well, I'll give it that. Their story's
Looking back on it now,
doing a really good job of making it an interesting family through the story.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, this is this is real cringe material right now. Doing anything like this with a pregnant woman, holy shit.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
U.S. Marines. Sam.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Alright, let's hear Sam's story. That's kind of creepy. What?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
You're right, Dad.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Maybe.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
This camera can't focus, and it's bugging the hell out of me.
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Let's see. Maybe. What was it?
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh. There we go.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Taking a picture with your daughter crying. Holy shit.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
Holy shit. Oh my god. Remember, you gotta be strong to survive.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh, what? I just went back.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Man, all I'm thinking about crawling around in this super old house is how much asbestos I'm breathing in as a pregnant woman. Like, my kid and me are gonna be messed up after this. Divorce contract to Sam Finch. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after this summary served on you to file 2 written response to the attached to Sam Finch. Oh, wait. I wanna read that page.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
It's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Now we're a baby who's also a frog.
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
This isn't gonna be how we die either, is it? Oh my god. Dude, just think about this. We're probably gonna die here. Like, all of these stories have basically ended with the players dying. Or people.
But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel you slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh no, we're gonna drown.
So much I don't understand.
Oh my god.
About Gregory. About everything.
Breakfast 8 a.m., quiet time 11 p.m., duties. Dawn, sweep trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Routine, jump rope, jumping jacks, push-ups, crunches, run to the mailbox and back. Oh, dude, we can climb
My mom moved up to
this.
the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Dawn and Sanjay. Fly to India. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. That's not something
Religion
you see
was
in
another
schools.
thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
That's awesome. Where helping hands create safe places. Majors in English, teaching, and geology.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, so we're the daughter of Dawn. Dude, it told us this, and I just didn't read the family tree, because I'm stubborn. Missing Milton.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, dude, how did Sanjay die?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, did they teach the other kids in here? That's cool. Man, this game, the thing I have to say too, right now, is just so after playing Kingdom Come the other day, where it's a lot like this in the sense that there's not a lot of gameplay, it's cinematics. But the gameplay that you get is like 30 minutes of walking. So in like 2.5 hours of Kingdom Come, we got probably the equivalent of like 20 pages of novel story. Whereas in this game so far, we're like nearly 2 hours in now, and I want to say we're 150 pages into a novel. Like, this is almost movie material right now, and it's moving at a decent pace, which I really like. It's packing a lot into a short period of time. Dude, this is so much better than stuff you actually see in schools. Assume nothing. You never hear that in schools. And respect criticism. is great until it's applied to the teacher and then it's wrong. Barbara, Gus, Sven, Molly, Sam, Calvin, Odin, Gregory.
But it didn't last.
But it didn't. Oof. Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypotheses, experiment. That's not the scientific method, but alright, nice try. A for effort, Miss Finch. I'll let you stream Forest Cam only. I actually started streaming programming. The Curse. Ooh. Badass protists. Relief efforts end in disasters. Hundreds of relief volunteers are injured or dead after the effects of a second earthquake. Oh no, that's what happened to Sanjay.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I hope to have a big house like that. Man, not just a big... I don't even need the house, but if you just give me part of an island like this, all I need is the island. I'll build a house or something. Oh my god, though, like, land like this is not... Like, it's the land that's hard to get these days.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Kid's gonna die from paint fumes. Extra, extra, historic American papers now available. It's a fake newspaper, I guess.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's a flip book. That was just a flip book in a flip book. Oh, that was it for Milton? It looks like we're actually...
Milton disappeared.
We're actually getting pretty close to the end, it looks like. Milton disappeared, and we didn't find any clues about him disappearing, so... Yeah,
Mom spent months searching for my brother.
Doesn't seem like
and
there's...
she sealed the doors.
Anything, like, it doesn't seem like there's any horror or anything here, like anything evil or anything.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
But who knows, whatever Milton found in the house they didn't want getting out.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Yeah, one of the things I want to point out as well is they said that the power was off, but there's lights all around the house now. So that's actually also a pretty big mystery, is how the power is now turned on when it wasn't before. It was apparently not turned on before. And yeah, Barbara's whole thing is still... A lot of them are actually all basically a mystery in the sense that they don't really they don't line up with the physical laws of reality.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Legalize marijuana. Look at this. He's got a hookah, a Wonderland Turbo game console, and a bouncy ball, and 2 computer monitors, and that looks like a bowl. Oh my god. High school diploma, hell yeah.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Oh, this dude's becoming a game dev.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Don't cut your hand. You can't cut your hand. At least I don't think so.
But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Now the labyrinth has depth that became 3D.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
The number of fish are slowing down.
To play.
I wonder if the cannery's gonna shut down.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
Wait, it took him that...
He held an election for mayor.
And this...
And he won.
This dude's crazy.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
What?
St. Louis.
So is this dude addicted to...
He started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah, but like, there's real games. This dude plays real video games.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
One day he forgot to go home.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
What the hell?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Oh, handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
I like how it lets you choose.
The queen was on her own quest for...
Sinister serpents. We're gonna get our heart broken and we're gonna die or something.
He followed the sound of her...
Electric sitar, silver harp.
Silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
This isn't logic.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Is this like Inception? The dream inside the dream?
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
This is getting deep.
He began to forget the world we know.
Weed, video games, and Chinese food. AKA the world we know.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh my god, are we walking up to ourselves in third person?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yeah.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
They're all faceless, though.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
All of them are faceless. They're not... His imagination sucks, man. He can't even imagine faces.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh my god. This is the fish chopping block. Oh god.
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow. Dude.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Wow. So, actually, I think we just have one more now. Oh, we have to find Dawn, Sanjay, and then Sven and Edie. Holy cow, though. This game is really doing it, like...
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh god, that's when they decided to leave.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
I want to pop more packing peanuts. Oh, that's satisfying. I feel like there should be a flashlight or something here so we can see.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
O God, you have called your servants to venture, of which we cannot see an ending, by paths as yet untrodden. Through perils unknown, give us faith to go out with good courage. To teach to learn, Don Finch.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, we're gonna go to our room when we were growing up
But
here.
it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
All that's left is to tell you about that last night. Wait. Did we miss these? Because apparently it's like just us left. Maybe I did miss stuff. Oh my god, I actually think I missed parts. I hope not. Oh, now we write our own.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh, yeah. The grandma is not leaving here alive, at least.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Wait, so we can't... Where am I supposed to go? Thought I'm supposed to crawl in there, but maybe not. Where am I supposed to go? The candle. Yeah, normally it gives us something just to directly interact with. Oh my god, we can climb in there, you just need to do it right. Just right correctly.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Oh, maybe there is a curse.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
I think my cat might want in.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch. Ooh, are we finally gonna get it now? We're gonna hear...
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, you're right, it is related to the tide. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check on my cat while it's like at a section I can control. Yeah, I don't know, believing in the curse could be the curse.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
And apparently hearing them too.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Yeah.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Why do I always wear gloves?
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while.
Oh, it's the cancer.
And then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Our baby.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
What the fuck, are we a baby in the womb?
But now I hope you'll never see it.
What?
I just want to meet you.
Okay.
And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now... things didn't work out that way.
What is this?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What? Wait, what? That's the ending? No. I didn't uncover everything. Wow. Oh my god. So, we die? How do we die? That's so ambiguous. Ooh, man. I hope we get to do more or something after this. That was kind of an abrupt ending. This is a cool way of doing credits, though. The engineer with his head in his palm. All of them are pictures of kids, and then the engineer is a picture of the actual guy with the face palming. Man, the devs did a really good job of creating this whole world. Like, the world they essentially built around this family was still just so good. Wonder why I never hear a thing about this game? I mean, story games, so the games that end up being popular aren't like one-time plays like this where you'll play it for like 3 hours and then never touch it again. It's the games that people just do the same thing every day for 10 hours a day that become popular. The end. The end is not really an end because it just begins with someone else's life. The replay story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Dawn. Okay. So yeah, we never unlocked Edie and Dawn's thing. The replay story. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Awesome. Okay, so now we can select the stories that we actually never saw. So let's do Edie. Oh. Are Edie and Dawn's stories just the same? They don't actually cover Edie and Dawn? Weird. Yeah, so it just leaves us with it. We actually did Edie and Dawn's. It just leaves you with a whole bunch of blanks. I guess mystery is the whole point of that.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this again.
Until supper, when she raised her
Oh,
glass
God.
and said,
To our final night.
There's no way to skip it.
Or
Okay, here we go. Wow, well, that was it. That was Edith. What remains of Edith Finch? What a roller coaster of emotions. I feel like the whole point of that story was to, like, make us emotional, which, I mean, is the point of the story. I guess is like dramatic, but it's like, I don't know. I really liked it, but I feel like at the end they could have done a lot more service of filling in the mysteries and the plot they set up instead of just leaving it as some mysterious fog and curse. Really good though, for like a 2.5 hour thing. That honestly, I would compare that to a movie. Like that is basically a movie that you play. So like, I don't know. I would really suggest it. Like, this is honestly probably one of the best things I've got from the Epic Game Store, I would say, so far in quality. Like, up there with Subnautica. Like, Subnautica's amazing gameplay, but that was an amazing story. Oh my god, though, just looking at the Epic Games library, there's so many games. Which one to do next? Ever thought I'd see a good game? Yeah, good game is subjective. What I think is good might not necessarily be what's good for other people either. Isn't World War Z a multiplayer game? Yeah, I think it is. You're gonna left my battery's at 9%, you're gonna left the stream and start Forest Stream now? Yeah, we'll see. I'm looking at some other games. I think I'm gonna do this little indie game called World of Goo. It's like a little puzzle game. But yeah, I've also got a little bit of game dev I want to do. I don't know. I don't know. That's the other thing, is I kind of feel weird just sitting here and trying to make conversation so I'm not just like a talking head in front of the camera. But I do also have the nature cam right here, so... Oh man, there's this other game that just came out on the Epic Games Store that I feel like it could be really good or really bad. Shovelworks. Join the ongoing adventures of developers.
Morning, Ben. Lovely day, isn't it?
Morning, Joan. Yeah, holy sh**. Man, what the hell? Y'all know there's a big-ass dinosaur in the middle of the office?
So, it's an endless runner, but the twist is... Wait for it, there's an end.
What's the problem? It looks fine.
It looks fine. It looks fine. Ugh, I'm gonna go floss my eyeballs.
You'll get used to it, Viper.
Circle up, everyone. We announced Surfing with Sharks today. Reception has been wonderful. The internet loves it. That's totally not true, but it's good for morale to tell you that.
The new Shark Bash file name was temp_final_final2_complete.
Ah, the naming convention of an experienced developer, I see. See that counter up there? That's tied to an algorithm in order to create a predictor of our expected score.
It's just 2 out of 10. That's terrible.
It is.
Just get the damn keys already.
Is there a video tutorial about this somewhere?
Just reach out and grab them.
With a shovel?
What the fuck? Do you even see a shovel?
Byline! Francine, I need you to hold all my calls for the next half hour.
Sure.
I'm signing things. Sign to the left, sign it to the right, gonna sign this shit.
Jeb does this sometimes.
So, that game could either be good, or it could have some really, really bad parts. Well, I guess that's what it's about, right? Alright, yeah, that will be it for the stream for now, this morning. I'll see you guys around. I hope you have a good morning wherever you are. This nature camera right here will be going back on if you're interested in that. I expect... Yeah, you said you're not used to seeing game streams here. I normally do them like at least once a week. Do them in the mornings like this, so if you are, be sure to try and catch them. Alright, I hope you have a good one. See you around.